long story short, I'm here to crash out today. Ciao, I am here to crash out today. Happy Thursday to all my cousins. I've had enough of the AI deepfakes. I can't do it anymore. Every time I scroll through my page, all I see are these AI deepfakes that are driving me insane, especially the Jake Paul ones. We are going to be crashing out about that today and why I think AI deepfakes are going to destroy our society. I think they're going to demoralize everyone. Social media was bad enough, but I do not think society is ready for how bad these deepfakes are going to get. And towards the end, I am going to react. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched actually most of these videos yet, but I want to show you guys this pretty old video actually that's kind of already outdated, but it does show you some of the rudimentary signs of how to identify a deep fake, and hopefully it can help you guys. But these social media platforms, I will pay such a high premium to be able to keep these deep fakes off of my feed. I can't do it anymore. Y'all know the vibes. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Welcome to Respectfully. I've had enough. I've had enough with the AI. I was here and supporting ChatGPT. I like Grok, even though, shout out to Marissa Strite, the CEO of PragerU. Go check out her channel, Real Talk. I was talking to her earlier today about how Grok makes us nervous because you have Grok. So if you don't know what Grok is, that's Twitter's version of ChatGPT or ChatGPT, whatever it is. And just a couple clicks of buttons away, there's like barely any degree of separation between what you're putting out to the world and what you are secretly putting into this AI bot. And every time you talk to it, it's getting smarter. Every time you upload a document to it, it's getting smarter. And I just don't like it. I'm not even fully on the AI is going to, turn against humanity kick yet. Like eventually that might happen, but I think we're going to destroy ourselves before we allow computers to destroy us. And just to show how quickly AI has gotten to where it is, I want to show you guys just like what the classic OG AI videos used to look like. I just know Will Smith felt so violated by these. And it just goes to show the journey, because if you don't know the lore here, it's pretty much about how OG AI videos were all about, they just really hyperfixated on Will Smith eating spaghetti. And they said that you will know how good AI is by how good Will Smith is at eating spaghetti. Why? I don't know, but they have this man looking crazy. And I wish that was when I knew that this was going to get bad. I love how AI is able to help us, search faster, because I barely ever use Google these days, but I love that sentiment of it. But now we're getting into this deep fake era that I'm really not here for. And then, Jake Paul, if you know Jake Paul, he is a boxer. He's one of the biggest influencers in the world, content creators. He's one of the OGs of it. He ended up lending his name, image, and likeness to some of these different AI companies so that they could make high quality deep fakes of him. And I'm sure he's getting a nice cut out of it. And he is really just ripping the Band-Aid off because somebody has got to do it. But I've had enough. I've really, really, really had enough. And actually, before I even go there, Mr. Rodriguez, don't we have the clips of some of those some of the holograms?
Yes, let me go ahead and look for that real quick.
Okay, if we don't have that, never mind. We don't need that. Jake Paul, let's get to Jake Paul, because this is one of the videos that I saw first of the Jake Paul deepfake situation that's happening here. So let's play his little coming out video.
An announcement in 3, 2, 1. I'm gay. I hope every here supports me. Here's my makeup set. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys, it looks amazing.
It's like, if you didn't know better, you would think that was actually Jake Paul. And now it's like, okay, it's funny. It's funny because it's Jake. Jake is such a character. But you are soon going to have all these people who did not consent to have these narratives created about them, and it looks like they're the ones created it themselves. It's honestly terrifying how much that looks like Jake Paul, and he's been great fun with it. This is not shade at Jake Paul at all. I don't blame him for doing what he did, because it's going to happen regardless. But because he's the first one to have, it's kind of actually genius. The Paul brothers are really smart. I have to give them their credit for that. And shout out to their father. He's a PragerU fan. But, it's really smart that he is having this Band-Aid ripped off, because now any crazy video that does come out about him later, it could be 10 years old. He's just going to say it's AI. And how are we going to know the difference? But there are going to be situations where it's going to be AI and nobody's going to believe that it's AI. This was another one that I saw on TikTok today, that this was actually the one that just sent me over the edge. This is the one where I was just like, I've had enough of AI. I'm packed. We got to talk about this today. Let's play Jake Paul being racist.
Next.
Oh, Mr. Rodriguez, you shouldn't have even censored it. Because he's not saying what he's saying. If you've seen like the old viral videos where they say the name Nick, and then they'll have you say the last name Gurr, so Gurr, Nick, Gurr. Was that boom? So I don't say it again, Mr. Rodriguez. He's trying to keep us on this YouTube channel and not get kicked off. But yes, imagine that. Imagine that. Okay, so that one was funny, but it still made me crash out because I've seen enough. Imagine that. Imagine you're a high schooler. You know they bully hard in high school. You know they got the Regina Georges out there. You know there's some kids out there that are going to take somebody that is in their class, have them saying something like that, add a Snapchat caption on there, and boom, it looks like this was a Snapchat that you sent to somebody, and then you're canceled, you're getting beat up, you're getting called racist. That's the type of stuff that, on a serious note, will make a high schooler off themselves. If we middle school is even worse. Nobody really talks about that. Middle school bullying is 100 times worse than high school bullying. I will die on that hill. That is some truth that nobody really clocks. Middle schoolers are ruthless. I remember when I was in middle school, there was this girl that somebody printed out a bunch of photos of her face on a pig. And they put it on they were slipping the little notes inside of people's lockers. And she was so devastated, she just didn't come to school for like a week. So imagine that, but imagine now it's your face getting put onto something. There's a bunch of deep fakes that I even see of people making of me on Twitter, and they're all like creepy. They're all like either me being set on fire or me accepting Israel money or like eating disgusting things, or it usually has to do with $7,000 and these alleged checks that I wish I was getting from Israel, but I've just had enough. Then you have the Stephen Hawking of it all. And Stephen Hawking, I would say count your days, but your days are already counted. I don't like Stephen Hawking. I don't know if I've told y'all that yet, but I'm very anti-Stephen Hawking. You will never, ever, ever convince me he wasn't on Epstein Island doing the most freaky, nasty stuff. Stephen Hawking, rest in whatever you resting in. But I saw this video of him today, too. This
Sir,
deep
you were
fake.
doing 100 miles an hour in the 70 zone. How do you explain yourself? Here comes Professor Stephen Hawking making history from the 10-meter board. They're rolling him forward Chair now. tips, he's away!
A
full forward rotation. Eyes on the water.
I don't even like this man, but that's crazy. That man is...
He's on top of the cage! What in the world is he about to do?
Is that Braun Strowman?
Here comes Hawking building for the first jump.
Quad Axel in a wheelchair. Are you kidding me? Absolutely so.
What in the Tanya Harding?
On the landing, and now straight into the combination spin.
Crazy. Why are y'all Bro. These people are out of control. These people have Stephen Hawking in an electric wheelchair spinning around on a gymnastic bar. Can this man rest? Can this man rest? Really, he can't. He will never get peace from me because you can't tell me that that man wasn't evil. But imagine if he wasn't somebody evil. Just somebody in the wheelchair minding their business. And now, all of a sudden, you got him spinning around, jumping off steel cages. Is nothing sacred? Is anything sacred? This episode is a mess. But then we got these, and then there are some of them that really freak me out, like with some of these deceased celebrities. I think we do have another one, don't we, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, we do. I just popped it on in, so we got it.
Oh my goodness. It's
Let's
out
see
of control.
Let's see this.
All right, everybody in? Say Habana.
Habana.
Habana!
Boom. Got it.
Man, that's a keeper right there.
We're looking sharp, fellas.
Gotta get a little video too. Say,
Don't do Kobe.
Go.
let's see.
Come on,
I don't like
trying
this.
to keep up.
You ain't leaving me in Havana dust, bro.
Yo, what's good? We out here in
I don't
Havana,
like
man.
this.
Streets
I'm not here
colorful,
for
sun
it.
on us. Got my guy with
What's
me.
up, people? Towering over Pac like always. I think these balconies almost my height, though.
He don't fit in none of these cabs, man. We gotta walk it out. All right, look at this. 3 kings on the couch. Y'all believe this?
Hi, everyone. We're just hanging out, keeping it simple.
Why would they do
Simple,
Michael's
yet
voice?
historic, my friend. Salute. Salute.
Why would
No
they do him like
politics.
that?
Yo, what's good out here in Havana? Sun on my face, and look who I just ran
Bruce
into.
Lee?
Peace, everyone.
The dragon himself, Bruce Lee. No cap, this is real life.
Life be full of surprises, my friend.
We out here vibing, old car.
Wait, quick pause. Is Jackie Chan still alive?
Jackie Chan is still alive.
Oh,
He's still kicking.
Oh, thank you, Lord. I was like, we we don't have a lot of legends left. We really don't. I still haven't recovered from Queen Elizabeth dying chair. I haven't. But okay, y'all get the vibes. I don't like it. I get why some people are enjoying this. Some people think that like it can be sometimes kiki, funny, whatever. But don't do them. Don't let these people rest. Those are like the more funny ones, but the ones that really like upset me, I can't stand the holograms. I'm so anti the Tupac holograms, the Prince holograms, the Whitney Houston holograms. I forgot he died too. Oh no.
And I pulled up the wrong one thinking it was the Tupac one.
Morgan Freeman died, right? No, he's alive.
Let me double check that because that guy's legendary.
Oh, I hope he's alive. I hope he's alive. But see,
he's alive.
Okay, why would I say that? Now he's spreading propaganda and misinformation. Harry Sisson's going to clock it. But that being said, let these people rest. But the educational portion of this, how do you spot a deep fake? I want you guys to see this video. I haven't watched it yet. I'm hoping I can learn something from it too. So let's go ahead and watch this video of how to spot a deep fake, because they are getting, because actually before I even go there, I do want to talk about the more important, the serious side of these deep fakes. It's going to get really scary how you're going to start. I mean, we already saw it in Israel and Palestinian conflict if we're going to keep it all the way 1,000, but we have AI war footage. We have AI of our president, our sitting president, saying crazy stuff. We have, because like that kind of stuff can really backlash, because you know some of these people overseas, no shade, actually all tea, all shade, and all offense, some of these people overseas are really stupid. Some of these people overseas, they have the intelligence of a squirrel. So when they see these AI videos, even Will Smith eating spaghetti, they're going to think that it's real. So when you have prolific, powerful figures with deep fakes and their voices saying things that they didn't actually say, I think it's going to get really dangerous. I think it's distasteful. I think it's dangerous. I think it's going to hurt children. I don't like the deep fakes. And what are we supposed to do about it? I don't know. I'm just yapping today. I just felt like crashing out today. I'm not here for it. But these holograms, these everything. They should have just brought the real one, because y'all know he's sitting somewhere on an island, unless Diddy really got him. Ooh, allegedly and for entertainment purposes. Enough is enough. I can't do it. I can't do it. It doesn't sit right with me. But this is how to spot a deep fake.
I am not Morgan Freeman. And what you see is not real.
Is this the deep fake?
This is the video, yeah, that it goes into the information about the deep fake, because it kind of breaks it down. You'll see right now. It's worth it.
Okay. I am not Morgan Freeman. And what you see is not real.
Did you notice this wasn't a real video? It can sometimes be difficult to spot AI-generated videos known as deepfakes. That is, digitally manipulated content where a person's face, expression, or speech is altered by AI.
I think as of today, if it's reasonably good, it's going to be very hard for the average person to detect it by just listening to it or watching it. I see a lot of people ask me, what are the cues I can look at?
Some things that might be helpful now are to look for videos that might be pixelated in particular areas that are blurry. And sometimes if an image just looks too good to be true, it might actually be fake. So when a deepfake is made, it's made on available data, available images. And so the default of an artificially generated image tends to be pretty and pleasing, right? So things that might look abnormal might actually less likely to be deepfaked. But the models are changing, and if somebody realizes that a tip might be a deepfake doesn't blink, then everyone will look around and see that it doesn't blink, and then suddenly we'll have a new method where people are blinking.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
That better
if you actually want to have a very good
Obama.
That was not.
Oh, see.
Detection system, you have to run a whole series of detection techniques to be able to analyze a particular video or audio.
Deepfake detection tools are technical tools that run kind of the meta-analysis of the video and the audio to see if there's any alterations in between the frames or maybe in the audio. And so they're models that are just looking for the probability that something has been altered. Most deepfake detection tools are just going to give you a likelihood that something is faked, and a good deepfake detection tool might tell you where it's been faked or where something looks suspicious. So then somebody that's using the tool can then go follow up and investigate that further.
Imagine this for a second. One man with total control of billions of people's stolen data, all their secrets, their lives, their futures. Whoever controls the data controls the future.
When it comes to regulating deepfakes, there's discussions about...
Pause really quick. Mark Zuckerberg looks like AI all the time. Am I the only person that thinks that? Mark Zuckerberg literally just looks like AI. If I did not know who Mark Zuckerberg was, you would not convince me that that was a normal human or a real human. Nowadays, he's a little swagged out, I think, but like Mark Zuckerberg in the 2010s was the beat. Like scary. Like I was shocked in tears almost every time I saw a zoomed in photo. But I think he's gotten it together ever since he started MMA trading. He got it together. But that's all I got to say about that. Oh, and one other thing. I have a theory. What if part of why Elon bought X was less about free speech and more just about the data that he wanted for AI, because AI is way more profitable than X would ever be, and part of why he might be comfortable losing all this money is because he's making it back in AI? But let's continue the video while y'all chew on that tea.
How should we hold platforms responsible if they know that a deepfake is there? And I do think that the appetite for regulation of large social media companies is changing, but how do you do that? And then how do you enforce it? And that's the really big question about some of the policy recommendations that people have is how are we going to enforce it and what are the penalties for violating it?
This is like an arms race. The people making the synthetic media and altered media are going to get better and better, and the detection methods will get better and better. But there's going to be a point where I'm a little bit worried. I also believe that we may get to a point in our society where you can't believe anything unless you've seen it with your own eyes or you get the content from some really trusted third party.
I don't believe anything.
I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now,
they have holograms too.
What do you see?
Oh, that was really. Now, why would they end the video like that? That was terrifying.
And that was made a year ago. And to think of how far advanced we are now, where a lot of the edits now look seamless.
Yeah, so many of them are seamless. They've cracked down on the fingers and the toes and all that kind of stuff. It's too much for me. It's too much. I've had enough. And I can't be the only one that's willing to pay money to not have to ever see deepfakes again. I like AI in the sense of typing it out, but at the same time, I don't even want to call. I question, and this is going to go deeper into what this kind of opens up a can of worms that I'm not getting into today. But I met the rapper will.i.am a couple times, and from Black Eyed Peas, and his biggest fascination is with AI. And I will never forget that he told me that AI doesn't need a human. He goes, if it takes human inputting, he was like, what people think AI is with ChatGPT and all that kind of stuff, that's not real AI. Real AI, when it really gets out of control, it's going to be the AI that it just automates its life and does what it wants to do, as if we're a real life game of Sims 3 or whatever they're on now. Sims 4 was terrible, but Sims 3 was great. If you know, you know. But yeah, I hate it. And that's all for today. I just wanted to crash out. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Y'all know the vibes. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the link in the description to go to PragerU.com, make a tax-deductible donation, and check out all of our documentaries and shows. And I will see you next time.